This is gonna be funny, but this is the big cosmic joke, right? I think we're taking this shit way too seriously. Like, psychedelic philosophers, psychedelic explorers, uh, religions, science. I think we're all taking shit way too seriously. And we need to just enjoy the funniness about the cosmic joke, right? Because that's what this is, a game. We forget, we're trying so hard to figure out what it is that we're kind of getting lost into the idea that what it is oh, it's a matrix. We're in some type of matrix, and maybe this reality isn't real, and trying to find out God exists, or Jesus, or Buddha, or this, or that. Take it seriously. Meditate, or pray, or, the Ten Commandments, or you're going to hell, or all these fucking things that just fluctuate through history, right? Through humanity. They're all kind of too serious. There's so one point of view on it, right? People look at AI like it's so bad, right? They're like, oh, technology, it's not natural, it's not organic. Well, I personally believe that technology is organic. What's not organic from this computer in front of me? Now, I'm recording on my phone, but even what's not organic from the phone in front of me? The only thing not organic technically are plastics, but technically everything you need to make plastic is here from Earth. So is it organic, or is it just organic material turned into something? Right? Because how do you make new chemicals? You add new chemicals together. And I mean, every chemical, even a man-made chemical, was originally not a man-made chemical. There are completely synthetic drugs, right, that are made with the base, like, let's say benzene, for example. They make they synthesize a drug by using benzene. And it's a new drug that's never been made before. It's never been, whatever, created by Mother Nature before. It's a completely alien molecule. But that molecule still was made with benzene. The bases, everything you needed to build this new molecule was already here. The atoms are already here. So, my point of view is we take things too seriously with AI. We say, oh, AI is going to kill us all. Man, you guys take things shit too seriously. It's like, it's funny because I'm going through some fucked up shit in my life, right? But it's like things are finally I think I'm finally going to get an apartment, and I'm finally doing this, I'm finally doing that. It's fucking awesome. But it's like, this whole time I've been taking shit way too seriously. Like, I'm sitting here trying to get my book done, right? I'm like almost 5 chapters into my book, and that I'm writing, and it's like, I'm sitting here thinking to myself, like, I need to get this book done. Fuck, I need to get this shit done. Like, I'm not even allowing myself to make music, because making beats and singing and rapping, performing, those are all my guilty pleasures. That's my most, like, there's no better drug than music. And that's something I've discovered. I've done hundreds of molecules, but none of them compare to me when I am making music. When I'm making music, I have this feeling that I can't explain. It's like on another level. It's beautiful. It's euphoric as fuck. It's timeless. It's intense. It's fucking amazing, right? But I don't even allow myself to feel that, because I'll be sitting here telling myself, well, that's my guilty pleasure, and it's okay that'll eventually, maybe be able to support my family one day with that, right? But I've been trying to think logically to think, okay, what can support my family now the quickest? Well, if I get a book done, then motherfuckers will take me more seriously. Then if people take me more seriously, then, I can start going to other people's podcasts. I could start doing I don't know, I can obviously sell my book, which will help me financially be able to start some of my business ideas, launch some of these herbal ideas I have, and some of these other business ideas I have, and just start setting up a foundation for my family and my future generations and my family to stand on, right? But this includes knowledge, because like I sat here and I've traveled dimensions using psychedelics, and but that was kind of just so I could bring back information, so I can leave breadcrumbs for my family, so my family never gets lost, right? Because the human race is lost. Well, here's this. It's like, for me, it's like we're lost from the connection with DMT, right? We're lost. We don't have that connection anymore with the other. But it's like, that's why I try to express my experiences with psychedelics and my experiences, how much it's changed my life, it's helped me discover about myself and the world and the universe and things like that. But it's like, it's just my opinion. But even all this, right? I've been taking the path too fucking seriously. Way too seriously. I've been sitting here like this is life or death. I don't know. Like, I have this mindset, right? I got this mindset where I sit here and I think to myself, shit. I mean, I've thought this since I was a kid, so maybe it's just, programming from when I was a child. But I used to think to myself, fuck, every day is not promised, and you could die in your fucking sleep. So what the hell did you do today to help the world out? What did you do today to help your great-great-great-grandchildren out? What did you do today to help your fucking, community out? What did you do? What did you learn today that you didn't know yesterday? Like, these are questions I ask myself every night. And just yesterday I was thinking to myself, damn, I take myself too seriously. And then I started analyzing the whole psychedelic community and travelers, and we all take this shit too seriously, right? Like, we get so caught up on trying to figure out that we forget the first thing we learned during the psychedelics. Everyone who uses psychedelics all understands that this is a cosmic joke. Everyone talks about the cosmic joke. But it's like they forget about it. I do too. But it's like we forget that this is just why do we, I said this in a past video, this is as serious, we're supposed to take this as serious as if we were playing a video game. So let's imagine there's a video game being played. Imagine consciousness, creator, God, whatever you want to call it. Imagine thing split itself up into two things. Two things are kind of playing a game with each other, and this game is going on in multiple dimensions, multiple ways of happening at the same time, but it's all just to pass time. It's all just to, if you were infinite consciousness in nothingness, if you were the only thing in the universe that existed, what else would you do? Like, what else would you do? Of course you would sit there and create dimensions and split yourself up into multiple trillions, gazillions of fucking beings, and physical beings made of light, beings made of, beings that are based off light photons, beings that are based off of carbon-based life forms like us, beings that are, most likely, we're made from, we kind of resemble the monkeys. We're kind of have the monkey look type thing. What if there's humanoid beings somewhere else that evolved from lizards? What if there's humanoid beings somewhere else that evolved from something else that wasn't a mammal? What I'm saying is, all these ideas that are fluctuating through reality, UFOs, time travel, this, that, holy shit, oh my god, we're gonna bomb ourselves, holy shit, the world's gonna end, even when I lost my apartment, I was like, oh my god, I lost my apartment, my business is failing, I'm back at my mom's, oh shit, and it's like, dude, we take this shit way too seriously. We're missing the point that this is what they mean by enjoy the process. It's not that when you're working your ass off, you're supposed to figure out a way to enjoy it. It's that you're supposed to remember that the whole fucking thing is a game. So there is, who gives a fuck if you end up being a billionaire at the end of your life? Because let me tell you something. Billionaires and homeless people both end up in the ground. So it doesn't matter. We both return to source, and money does not define human value. So my thing is, everyone's out there chasing money so seriously. Chase it like a joke. Maybe it would come a little easier. Take life a little. Don't take life so seriously. You know. This is my perspective, but I was just literally thinking about this shit, and I was just literally thinking how I take things so seriously for no reason. I guess it's for a reason, but it's like it's supposed to be fun. Even the hard times, right? This is why all this hippie shit is correct. They say it sounds woo-woo or whatever the fuck they call it nowadays, but that's because they're all insecure. They're all insecure about what they actually believe, and it's because they take other people's opinions so seriously. Like, they take other people's opinions so seriously, but they don't really take their opinion as serious or whatever. They take the world too seriously. Everything's so serious. Oh, it's so serious. Oh, you're going to jail for having 20 pounds of marijuana. Or it's so serious that you caught me with a flower. Or it's so serious that you caught that guy over there with a flower. Or like, there are multiple people that have gotten caught with 20 pounds of weed, right? And they go to jail, and everyone looks at them like, oh my God, look at what they did. They're trafficking drugs. And it's hilarious. It's fucking hilarious because we're all taking this shit too seriously. Like, just laugh. Laugh at yourself. Laugh at your pain. Laugh at your misery. Laugh at your uncomfortability. Because that's the point. It's a cosmic joke. The universe is up, down, left, right, good, bad, great, and fucked up at the same time. The life is a paradox, but that is the cosmic joke of the universe. That it's just a paradox. A paradoxical matrix that was created to pass the time, and we're supposed to evolve, change, and grow, just like we did when we were in our mother's wombs. We're supposed to, if we stayed stagnant in our mother's womb, we would have been only 4 cells, right? But what's 4 cells becomes 8 cells, becomes 16, becomes blood, and then eventually becomes the human body. So it's constant growth, constant movement towards something. And I think there's something as a technological world, a psychedelic spiritual world, a world that we can barely imagine today. But if we take things so seriously on our way there, the whole fucking earth, human people will realize that they didn't enjoy the process as a whole. There's the microcosm and the macrocosm. The microcosm of enjoying the process is you're trying to chase entrepreneurship, you're trying to chase your dreams, you're trying to whatever, and you got to enjoy the process as you're chasing it. The macrocosm is that the whole entire human race is running towards a dream, a goal. We're going to colonize Mars. We're going to, most likely merge all the races together, merge with technology possibly, have this technological boom, AI, live in this futuristic Jetson type world, right? But if we rush ourselves there, we're rushing there, right? So we're not really enjoying ourselves. They have a lot of, like with the space race, they were rushing to get the space because, they were racing there, but it could have been a game, but everyone takes shit too seriously, right? They want the oil, so like, yeah, get off that land before we fucking blow you up because we want your oil. And it's like, well, you could have just asked, you could have just been like, hey, let's sit down, smoke a joint, trip balls over this, and let's talk. But this isn't the world we live in, right? Imagine if the Europeans came over to America and instead of forcing Christianity down the Native Americans' throats, imagine the Native Americans forced ayahuasca down the Europeans' throats and the Spaniards' throats. Imagine if the world's main religion or main spiritual practice was ayahuasca use, not Christianity and Islam and Hinduism and Buddhism. I think direct contact is the key, because without it we forget we forget that it's just a game and that we take this shit too seriously. We forget that we're interdimensional beings that can transcend space and time. We forget what we are. And when we forget what we are, we end up taking it so seriously. Because imagine if you entered a virtual reality world, but somebody forgot to tell you it's a virtual reality, and you're just stuck in there. And you end up taking it so seriously because you think it's all real. You think it's so fucking whatever. You think it's... so you take it so seriously, like it's life or death, or oh my god. And it's not that big of a deal. So, laugh and enjoy yourself. Live life. That's what I'm trying to tell myself too, though. Because like I said, I take things so seriously sometimes. But I'm acknowledging that so I can change it. Because life is just a cosmic joke.